Hello everybody, and welcome to my new mod guide for the freshly released Pirates faction mod from the Vanilla Expanded Suite. I'm Icon, and in this video I'm going to explore all the new things that this mod has in store for us. If you're looking for a specific topic, check out the timestamps in the description box. I hope you will find your answer there. Now, the first thing I want to explore with you are the new starting options we got with that new mod. First off, we get a new scenario, the low orbit crash. We start with 4 people. Our faction is transformed into a new cove, which is a new icon. We're now a pirate faction, huzzah. Doesn't change much except for the visuals though. We start with a crash-landed ship and its broken down pieces, and we also start with a couple of different items. I'm going to explore that in a flash. We also get access to a new storyteller, Casper Cursed. This new dude here lets you decide how cursed exactly your run is supposed to be. In short, these curses change the game, some drastically, some comically, and with every curse you accept, the desired population increases by 1, and the days between big threats also increase by 1. But these curses are all pretty nasty. Some of them are, I don't know if the Curse of Confetti has some hidden bad side, but you get the idea when you look at these. All weapon cooldown reduced by 90%. All mineable resources yield gold instead of what they would normally yield, and so on and so forth. That's really cool stuff between that. This offers a ton of customization and a lot of shits and giggles, but if you're not down for that, you just leave all of this off, and you have a pretty normalish situation with a little bit more big threats than usual. The usual timer is 15, and the usual desired population max would be 12. Okay. So, on top of that, we also gain a couple of new factions, the Junkers and the Mercenaries. The Junkers are using Warcaskets, a concept we will explore later, and the Mercenaries are a faction which you can hire for your own colony. I'm going to explain how that works in a later topic as well. So, we're just going to set up wherever we want to set up. I don't care about that. We're just going to crash land here. So, a new thing that's also been enabled in this mod is a new meme with new precepts, the pirate meme. It comes with the precepts of raiding and camaraderie. Raiding gives you mood bonuses when you have raided recently and decreases your global work speed, and camaraderie gives you sick mood bonuses whenever your dudes are socializing with each other and when they kill stuff with each other. People, sorry, not animals. So, in short, these 2 precepts will allow your colony to keep up a nice mood as long as you keep killing. It's pretty cool because combat-heavy factions tend to are on low mood because of all the pain and all the wounds, and that helps a ton to mitigate that. Pretty cool stuff. The ideology also comes with a new role, the role of the captain, which is a good shooter, and he's also doing nothing except for shooting and singing shanties, which is a new ritual you can go for in the pirate faction. Another thing that I want to recommend to you is that you're best off to remove desired head apparel from your leaders or from your spiritual dudes, because if you want to use Warcaskets, you will not be able to change any headgear anymore or whatever gear. So you're fixed with that. Keep that in mind. Now, 4 people selected here. The difference between a regular start and this one is there's a heavier bias towards flak gear on these dudes. And, well, beyond that, I haven't found any big differences. You have a lower pool, and they come quite often heavier armored. I'm pretty sure there are more parameters that I haven't found because I haven't looked into the code. But, well, feel free to add a comment if you know more. So, the start now looks like that. First comes the spaceship. Then come your colonists. Though the chunks of the spaceship are pretty cool. They are yielding you a lot of different resources. Let's wait for the smoke to subside here. So you gain access to a fuel tank, to a medical crate, nutrient paste crate, cryptosleep casket. You also have access to a battery that's, well, you know, you could just connect it to a power source. But what's very important, there's also a volatile engine. Disassemble that thing. before it explodes, preferably. Each of these parts yields a really nice amount of resource, but you should also consider using the ship chunk reactor or the battery for your own benefits. Other things like the Nutri-Paste crate contains nutrient paste, goes without saying. These items will start deteriorating once you open that box, just as a friendly reminder. So you just get whatever is in those boxes, and you also always start with a Gauntlet turret, which comes as your personal defense system to start with. It needs power, it only has these 90 shots and then it's empty, and then you can disassemble it. But your pirate colony starts with its own turret. So that's all I wanted to say about the starting things. We're going to hop over to my other colony now. And the next thing we're now going to explore are the Warcaskets. So, Warcaskets are hidden behind the technology series here. Warcaskets, advanced Warcaskets, specialized Warcaskets, and last but not least, Warcasket removal. Also accompanied by Warcasket weaponry. So, when you've done everything correct, you're looking like this fellow Liam here. He's wearing a Barrage Warcasket set. His armor is beyond insane. He's also on a really nice, comfortable temperature range. He is not able to feel pain in any manner, and he's only able to fight anymore. Well, Warcaskets transform your dudes into battle machines. So this is a really powerful one. The Barrage model comes with grenades. I'm going to show you, for example, how that works like in a flash. But Warcaskets, after you have researched them, unlock the Foundry. You need the Foundry to apply a Warcasket to somebody. After that, you're researching only better Warcasket models. Here's the catch, though. As soon as somebody is in that thing, there is no way of dropping it off. Like you see here, these arrows are blocked. You will need the Warcasket removal tech first, and then you'll have to assign the operation to that dude, like here. Well, remove Warcasket. Then they will end up with no legs and arms anymore, and then you can weld a new Warcasket on top of them. Or, well, whatever you want to do with them. Maybe you want to punish them. Whatever. But that's how it works like. To put a new Warcasket on somebody, you build that Foundry. Then you place that certain somebody on top of the Foundry. Right-click that. Entomb and Warcasket. Don't worry, it doesn't involve anything bad. And then this beautiful menu here opens up. So, you get to select and mix and match between the armor, the shoulder pads, and the helmet. And you can select from different models. Each different model has its own benefits, features, and whatnot. So you can mix and match in a way that you want to. I don't want to go too deep into the details because I'm, for one, no fan of spoilers, and for another thing, this would go too deep. What you want to know is that you can mix and match the parts as you want to. You can also just put up a set of these, check out what they can do out of the descriptions. You can also check out the whole description here, and then you can select the color of that thingy. Cool stuff, isn't it? And down here, you see the total cost for that Warcasket. As you might notice, I find these costs pretty low, honestly. And if you're checking out even a, let's say, a Barrage Warcasket, this is a pretty heavy model, does only come with pretty medium costs. The thing here is, due to the fact that they can't be removed anymore, I think that's a pretty fair drawback. Anywho, you press accept after that, and once that's now happened, your dude is now in that machine. This will take quite some time to be done. You can not do anything as far as I know. It just takes a while until it's done, as far as I'm informed. But the real important thing there is you need to keep your people... Ah, yeah, here, Cannon Weld. You need your people to do the job manually, and you need to feed those people also manually. So make sure that you got some doctoring and some... it's doctoring to actually get those dudes fed. Otherwise, they'll die in here because they can't feed for themselves. They can't feed themselves anymore. So we are going to cheat and finish the welding here. You saw that if I would have had the necessary materials, I would have just right-clicked that thing and sent him to craft there. Easy stuff. Now, we got that wonderful new Warcasket now. As you see, Briggs is now also entombed. The Shock Warcasket has different stats compared to the Barrage Warcasket, as you see. And they also come with their own skills, like this one even comes with the ability to give you a worldwide trip somewhere where you crash land with a huge explosion. There's really cool stuff in there. To give you another example what we can do here, check out Liam's wonderful barrage suit. I'm going to show you why it's called barrage suit. Here, grenade barrage. So these things all come with a cool subset of items. We missed the squirrel though. So the next thing I want to talk about are Warcasket weapons, and then we're going to leave the whole Warcasket topic. So as you see here, with that technology, you unlock a lot of different Warcasket weapons. You will find these in the security menu, in this little menu here, Warcasket weapons. You build them like a building, and then somebody inside of a Warcasket can equip these thingies. So weapons-wise, well, let's go over here. Auto rifle is roughly resembling a assault rifle with souped up stats. Broadsword is armor penetration up to insane. It's a strong melee weapon too. Combat knife is the version without armor penetration and a higher attack speed. Grenade launcher, I'm going to show you this beauty, it's wonderful. Heavy flamer, well, you have your own flamethrower. Minigun, well, souped up version of the regular one. Slug thrower, souped up version of the shotgun. And last but not least, the uranium slug rifle, the souped up version of the sniper rifle. So, I'm going to show you the grenade launcher because I personally found that a pretty exotic and interesting weapon, and we'll also bring the Flammenwerfer, you know, because you're never complete without the flamethrower. So, the grenade launcher is a really sick weapon. Check it out. It comes not only shooting with one, it shoots frickin' 3 grenades. This is one of the sickest weapons I've seen so far, and, well, they come with similar effects, like, well, imagine your dudes being equipped with that stuff. These weapons, they all cost a lot of money, or, well, steel in that regard, and they can be only equipped by dudes in Warcaskets, but beyond that, they behave like every other normal weapon, too. So flamethrowers are also not possible in vanilla. The insane power of these is that they are brutal crowd controllers. Beyond that, check out the Warcaskets for their own functions and features. I don't want to spoiler in that regard too much. Okay, so we're leaving now the Warcasket territory, and we're now going to explore the new other features we got here. I want to start out with the new defensive structures we got. The cannon and the field gun. Let's start out with the cannon. The cannon shoots just steel. Every cannonball consists out of 1 unit of steel, and you are able to shoot that in, like you see, this is the radius. It's a 180-degree radius because it comes on a movable turret, basically. And it's some sort of a medieval alternative to siege weapons. I really love that a lot, and you can build them, wait a sec, here, wooden steel. Pretty cool stuff. Their accuracy is a little bit lackluster, but beyond that, I really enjoy those. The other thing here is the field gun. This is a weapon of real mayhem. The field gun is basically a mortar with a reduced attack range. So you see here, you can only fire in that cone here, but at the benefit of a massively increased accuracy. That's the cool part about that. So we're going to set a force target on, wait a sec. Here, set a force target on one of these envelopes. So they shoot quite fast. They have a very low delay comparatively to mortars, and the accuracy is something else to the mortars. Therefore, I really enjoy them. And let's see if I get lucky here. Yeah, so you see, it was an almost hit. But overall, I made the experience that these things did have a way better hit ratio than other artillery guns. Okay, so that's the new features for defense we got available. The next thing I want to introduce is the fact that we can produce rum. And to produce rum, we can wear a rum suit. So this is a crazy thing. You put that on, and then every 10 days you will drop 10 bottles of rum. So, well, this will make the person unhappy. I'm going to show you how it looks like. You know, snap. Just put that on. But it'll produce rum from bodily fluids. It's crazy, it's cool, and it does make people pretty unhappy. Oh, you're badly malnourished. Let me cheat for you a moment. We'll see, during all that tutorial business, I forgot to care for your guys' well-being. Okay, so the rum suit is an option to give your dudes more access to drugs freely. I personally consider that as a really cool option for prisoners, for example, because that thing has a heavy move speed reduction, and yeah, it also makes people quite unhappy. Let's see. Here, I think the sweaty thing comes from that. I'm not sure, but... Or it's, there's some wetness debuff supposed to happen, but you get the idea. The next thing I want to talk about here is another piece of gear that has been introduced. That's the Privateer Armor. Here, Privateer Armor. That's another subtype of power armors. You will find them back there, and I think it's in the Marine Armor tab. Yes, here, Privateer Armor. And the special thing about the Privateer Armor is it comes with a grappling hook. So you basically shoot that at some body, or, well, some spot, let's say here, and then it quickly moves your dude, and then you can reload that thing. Pretty cool stuff to move from cover to cover, and I pretty much love the fact that this armor gives you some options to strategically move your character across the map. So I've already talked about the captains. So here, shanties happening at the altar spot. Pretty easy. Comes with its own little music. So your pirate dudes have some sort of socializing here. Boring singing shanties though. And yeah, well, it's pretty easy to understand. It goes in line with all the other rituals. It's just a little bit more of a flavor fluff for the pirate faction. Okay, so there's only two more things that I want to talk about in this video. First off, we can also hire pirates. At the comms console, you have this new button here, and here you can hire pirates. First, you set up for how many days you want to hire them. As soon as the amount of days has passed, they will just go away and transform into neutrals that leave the map. It's just like when you get some people from other quests under your control. You get to select what kind of units you want to recruit. As you see here, here's the regular pirate faction, the junker pirate faction, and this mercenary pirate faction. There's one thing though, you can't pick like one of these and some of those. You always have to stick to one faction. You can mix and match. And after that, well, they'll fight for you, they'll die for you. But when somebody dies for you, the price will increase by 5% for a year per dead pirate. So the more people you burn this way, the more costly the help becomes. But it can really, really help you out a ton in a pinch. And now let's get up to the next and last thing. I wanted to show you that there's also a new form of raid. So we're going to bring up the junkers, and we're going to bring them up to frickin'... Well, wait a sec, that's not what I wanted. Or? No, that's not... okay, we're going to do it twice. It's specifics, and we're going to launch another one with 9,000 points. I know, I want to kill this place. And here, the Gauntlet Strat. And they come as a Gauntlet Drop. So, the Gauntlet Drop is a new strategy that pirates can do. And that means they'll come crash landing with something like that, and then there'll be people spawning out of that. This is a pretty rough nightmare, and, you know, usually you wouldn't be facing stuff like that this quickly, but, you know, I just wanted to show you how a fully fledged Junker attack would look like. They come with their own Warcaskets, and they come with those spaceships. The trick here is those spaceships come with their own turrets. So you see here they got some damage, and they crash land directly in your base. If you don't like that, feel free to disable the faction at the beginning of the game. It should turn off this kind of raid, because I personally find that extremely powerful. But that's that. And I haven't found any other features in this mod so far, and this brings me to the end of this video. We're going to punish these dudes with a little bit of bombs while I'm outroing this. So I thank you guys a lot for watching. It's been my pleasure. We're going to explore all the other things, well, in the comment section. If you guys have some comments, feel free to add them into. Feel free to leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. There's daily content coming up from my side. All you need to do is turn on the notification bell, and there's nothing you will miss anymore. If you want to check out the links in the description box, I'd be more than super grateful, though. So you'll find there not only my Twitch channel, where I do regular streaming, also you will find there my Discord channel, where you find like-minded gamers, and last but not least, you'll also find links that allow you to support this wonderful video channel directly. Do whatever feels great for you. Don't worry if you don't, because watching this video to this very point already means a terrible lot to me. And I hope you're having some fun with those filthy new pirates, because I personally think this is a really great mod. Have a good one, and see you soon.